But you look there, one of my favourite parts is down the sides there, you're going to see the metal rails where they moved like the gold on the tracks. So you can sort of see it. And so we did, this is a bit tacky, but what I love about it is such a cool.
Hi everyone, episode 236 of Adelaide Show comes out tonight, Wednesday night, and it's been recorded here at Treasury 1860 with Anna Thomas.
Hi.
If you haven't seen her Fringe show, which is...
How to drink wine like a wanker. Like us.
Oi, speak for yourself. We're getting into, we're defining wanker, capital W and lowercase wanker, throughout the night tonight. It's a great show, and you'll find a review of it that Nigel's written on the Adelaide Show website. All our reviews, in fact, theadelaideshow.com.au/reviews. Isn't there a fine line between someone who's an aficionado who loves it and someone who tips the scale to Wankerville? What is that middle ground?
Oh, I'm not sure if I know the middle ground, because I think I'm in it and I am starting to move to Wankerville
Really?
pretty heavily. I don't think the smelling and the tasting, I think that's actually really important, because before you even taste it, you get an idea of what you think you might like just based on the nose and the colour and on all the potentials you get from the look of the bottle or the venue that you're in, the people you're drinking with. That all affects what you experience. So I don't know if that aspect of it makes you a wanker. I think it's
when you open your mouth.
Yes. And there's these huge elaborate tasting notes now, and they're ridiculous. Like I like the idea of experiencing things and finding flavours, and I now understand that after a year of self-discovery and drinking so much wine, I sort of understand all these different notes. But it's such a rustic gastronomic kind of ideal that we are chasing, that we've started grabbing words that I think have nothing to do with what we're experiencing. And that's where it's like the Southern Expressway.
Which was one of my favourite wine descriptors I used a couple of weeks ago. Thank you.
I think that's great, because that actually is accessible, because you gave a meaning to the experience that you're having. It's when it's completely inaccessible. And isn't the idea of a tasting note so that a consumer might be interested in what they try?
Absolutely. And interestingly, in keeping with the building we're in, which was the South Australian Treasury building for many years, which during the height of the gold rushes, etc., saw heaps of bullion and gold banked here.
It did.
It was very, very busy. My first reaction was, this is someone walking into the Treasury with a modest little collection of gold to deposit. But the flavours, I imagine you walked into the doors of this Treasury building and they had Chesterfield couches around the outside. I could imagine going down to one, kneeling down in front of it, thrusting my head towards the back, extending my tongue and licking the corners of the Chesterfield couch.
As one does.
Where someone had previously spilt some Ribena. And little shavings of tobacco from their pouch had been lost. And so there's just this subtle memory of sweetness. And really, if you're listening now and you have a Chesterfield couch, lick the corners and see, because I think that's what you'll get in the back of your palate.
And I was just saying to you off air before that I always forget about the experience of this, even though because when you have wine, it's a reality at the time, and then it's always a memory, and the memory changes depending on the experience that you have. And for me, I always forget every time. I know I love it, but I always forget what it is about this wine, because it goes quickly and you enjoy it again, and it goes quickly, and that's just such a beautiful, easy wine to consume.
And the next time you have one, my face and Nigel's face will pop up from your subconscious.
It will, while she'll licking the corners of Chesterfield.
Yeah. So apologies for that, for future disturbing moments.
Nigel?
My Nana had a good Chesterfield.
I never licked Nana's Chesterfield. I want that very clearly made.
You don't get your tongue in the old leather?
Move on. And we're all in frame.
Yeah, easy.
Oh, sorry, let me rephrase it. Am I in frame?